diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hear nothing to say. Let them talk.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FET.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. That's me. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Cap is half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then.
The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Great beginning there under the bright lights of prime time.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him. And
there he goes, left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throwing is Hurts. And his pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. The slot man in motion right. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. Going right back to Dotson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Faking the handoff. Howell. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know.
Gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Commanders 10. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Give better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. But first down, Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Commanders nothing.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Howell. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 17-0 our score after 1.
Eagles 17. Commanders nothing.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Big yardage that time for Washington. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Commanders get a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Commanders 7. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Howell. He's got it to Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Another throw for Howell. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And Howell will throw it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Smith with the ground. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Eagles 31, Commanders 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
One last shot before the break. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Commanders 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Commanders 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Howell out of the shotgun. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Gibson here running out of the gun. Oh, what a move. And he loses the football a second time. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. First down, Howell to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing here, Howell. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Howell throwing for it. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And they'll send the slot in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing is Hurts. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
73.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Powell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Great, set. Hey!
They'll drop to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect it.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 48-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense is really struggling. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Howell. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got another 1st down, and he's also just a few yards short of 200 for the ball game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Okay, ready?
And once more, Howe back to the air. Looking for Dotson. He's got him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Wide open receiver complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
Eagles 47, Commanders 27.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Al throwing on first down here. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington!
Chase Claypool.
75 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand, I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Touchdown! What a great play there. They score on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Powell with one final shot.
He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show.
Tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees. I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. Hope that Jesus come and grind the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up. Now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned. I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick. I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my tie.